Good morning, guys. It's upstairs time, shave, makeup, and then I'll be going to work. So time now, 6 o'clock now. I'm usually done on the makeup by about 6:15 and downstairs. So that's where we are at the moment. So I've done my tea. So let's get the sink filled up. What I do is I boil the kettle up in the morning, and I just I have got hot water in the tank, but it takes a while to come through, and I've got used to doing this now. So I just boil up the kettle, put a little bit of cold water in there, flannel. There you go, that's perfect. Now I should have a laser appointment this weekend, so I usually get an email from my beauty salon asking me, it's like a pre-appointment questionnaire you have to fill out every time you go. So that should probably come today if it's not already on there. I'll have a look later when I finish this, see if it's already on there. I might not have seen it. There you go. Right. So get a flannel, get it nice and warm, and then you rub. You have to rub the chin, cheeks, chin, lip, and if there's any hair follicles that are going to come out, that's when they come out. I call it shedding apparently, and I've been told that when you have the laser, between 7 and 10 days after you've had your laser done, you should start shedding hair. And they always ask me when I go for my appointment, did you see any shedding? And I never can. But I do it religiously, and I don't just do it for that 7 to 10 days. I just do it every day, every morning. Gets the area nice and clean anyway, and then I can do my shave. Right, now I use my aloe vera like a shaving gel. There it is there. And I've got a big tub of it, and I keep this in the fridge because I was told that was where you should keep it. They said if it keeps it nice and cool, and then after you've had your laser, you're supposed to put this on nice and cool, and it cools down the heat in the area. So a little bit on each hand. Oh, it's cold. And rub it all over the area I'm going to be shaving, guys. So chin just down there a little bit. I can feel the stubble, and it's all white. There's hardly any dark hairs in there now. The dark hairs have all gone, and once I get to the stage where there are no more dark hairs, they're going to start doing the electrolysis. And to do that, they basically pull each hair out with like tweezers, and they kill the roots with like a little electric pulse. And that's the next bit I hope they're going to start soon. And I think you can have that done on a more regular basis, whereas the laser, I'm having it done once a month. I think electrolysis, I think you can have that done every other week. I think I can't swear to that because I don't know yet, because I haven't started that, but that's my understanding anyway. And I can hear this. I can hear the coarseness as it's taken the hairs off. This is a new blade, by the way. I change the blade every week. It gets changed every Friday. So it's due for a change again tomorrow. If it gets blunt, it tugs at the hair, doesn't cut them. And as soon as you've gone over once, you can hear there's no more raspiness to it. It's nice and if you do find one, like there, you can work on it. And sometimes the hairs go slightly different direction, so you have to change your tack and go maybe across, but keep your skin nice and taut. Sometimes when you're trying to get too close to shave, you end up slicing your face off. It's not a good look. But I'll just wet it. and I'm going up on the corner of my lips because the hair there seems to grow down and you don't always get it. Right, that's it. Right, just wipe off my face, get off the rest of the cream. And then I can put some more aloe vera on as a moisturiser. Oh, that's lovely, feels lovely and smooth. There, right, so I can put my aloe vera on. And once the aloe vera is dried, I can then start applying my makeup. I'll leave that there for the moment. Right, this is by, do the same again, a little bit on each fingertip. Oh, it's cold. And rub it in. Soon warms up, guys, soon warms up. Oh, it's better. And this time I go a little bit higher, go underneath the eyes and up the sides. There. That's it, now I let that dry. It doesn't take long. Well, that's dry and I can just tidy up in here, ready for my makeup. I've got to go and get my makeup, so you can come with me to get that. I'm trying to start putting things away again for the moment, so if I put the camera there, you'll see what I'm up to. Flannel goes on the radiator there by the door, as does the towel. Oh, I need to wipe that sink out. I always wipe the sink out when I've finished. You go. Right, that's done. Let me pop the towel away, try and get the phone to stand up. There you go. Whew. Right, the kettle and the aloe vera, I sit at the top of the stairs so I can take that down when I go down. That stays there. Right, I need to go and get my makeup now, and that's in the back bedroom, but I'll bring it back through into here because it's lovely light in here. Just shorten the selfie stick so I can get out the door. Right, we're in the back bedroom. This is where I keep my makeup. Right, I've got it. There we go. Right, I've got my makeup. Back into the bathroom where it's nice and light. There we go. And I'll show you what I've got. Right. I stand out there, you see. There's my makeup box. Right, so in the top here, I've got my concealer. I've got my bronzer, which is there. So that's my bronzer. My concealer. I've got my lipsticks this side. That's the plum, that's the red, and that's my lip jacket. I've got my my eyeliner, and I've got my what do they call that for your eyebrows? If I had my glasses on, I could read it, guys, but that's my eyelashes, sorry. And then I've got my powders. I've got two powders. One's a blush, one's a powder. Then I've got my application sponges for all those in here as well. So that's what I've got. So it's all lined up. That's all I use. And I've got my eyeshadow over there. I forgot to tell you about that with the brush. So that's my palette. That's what I work with every day. And I'll try and stick with that. I don't try and vary that. Right. Nice and soft and dry now, guys. So I use a little bit of my concealer. Did it a little bit. Can you see that on there? Start on the top lip, then the chin area. And I dab it. Just little dabs. That's all I put on there. And I tend to put more on this area because this is where my facial hair comes through. You don't notice it at the moment, but later in the day, as your hair starts to grow again, you can start seeing a little bit of a shadow appear. But it's not bad because they're all light hairs now. Before, when I first started, I looked a bit like Freddie Flintstone, and you used to have a really dark patch around around your mouth. It didn't look very good. So you had to keep shaving and reapplying, whereas now I don't have to do that. What I put on now stays on for the rest of the day, and I take it off at night when I have my wash. But that's it. I don't top my lipstick up or anything like that because I'm at work. I don't take makeup to work with me. What I put on now has to last me all day until I get home. Once I get home, I can get myself changed. I usually don't do anything else other than reapply my lipstick. And usually in the evening I'll put a red lipstick on, but when I'm at work I tend to put the plum on because it's more neutral, it doesn't stick out so much. But I'm hoping that when I get my my lips tattooed, I'm going to go for a reddish, not a plum lipstick, so it will look like I've got lipstick on. I don't want it to be a plum colour so it looks just normal. I want it to look like I've got lipstick on. I'd like that if I could get out of bed, that I had that look like I'd already got my makeup on, guys. That's what I'd like. There, here's that. Right, that's the concealer I'll put on. Pop that away. And I'm going to start on my powder next. Right, that's my Rimmel. I don't know if you can read it actually, but that's my Rimmel powder. My powder of choice, and I get that usually from Superdrug. And I think if you buy two, you get one free. So I've got a whole drawer full of them. Right, a little bit of powder on my sponge, and I'll dab around my mouth first, like that. I will spread this with my brush in a minute. I just need to get it where I need it first. Ends my nostrils. Nasal hair is another thing I have an issue with. It does tend to grow quite fast on me, guys. And so I'm constantly having to sort out my nasal hair. Doesn't look very good when you've got a nose full of hair. Right, there you go. Feels lovely and soft, lovely and smooth. Right, anything that's left on the sponge, I lose down the neck. Okay, right, I'm going to spread this now with my brush. I'll put the lid on that one. My brush of choice. There you go, and I'm going to do circling motions around the eyes. I didn't actually do the eyelids, but I like to start this way. I always do this. Okay, then the nose, brush it down. Then the cheeks, I do circular motions on the cheeks. And then spread it on my mouth area, chin, and then down the neck. So anything that's left on the brush goes down the neck. That's that bit done. Right. Now I go for my bronzer. It's a liquid bronzer. I'll put a diddy little bit on. And there's my application sponge, and I'll put, you see that little bit on there? And I go on my cheekbone, across that way. Can you see it? Yes, I think you can. Same the other side, little bit. And again, go across on my cheekbone. Right, that's all I do with that. Pop that away. Then I get my blush. Again, I've got an application sponge for this. Is a powder again. Again, that's a Rimmel. It's a bit dark, this red, but I have got a lighter red, which once this one's finished, I'm going to start using that. So I'll put a little bit there. Can you see that? And a little bit there. Do a little bit on my nose. The high points, what would get cold if you went outside. A little bit on my chin. That's it. That's all I do. Right, I'll put my powders away. out comes my brush again, and I'm going to start on the cheeks. I'm going to brush down. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 20. Right, now go down on the nose. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I go up the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Same on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I do circular motions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now the chin. That's it, and anything left on the brush goes down the neck. That's it, guys, that's it. That's all my powder, my foundation work. My foundations are now completed. So now I'm going to do my eyeshadow. And I've got my palette here, my palette of eyeshadows. And what I do with this is I just go through, I used to just stick to one end, which with the powders I liked. But now what I've started doing is I do it so I count down. So I've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So it's that one there. And now that's what I do. And so that way I end up using it all up and not just using one end up. So I've only just started doing this. So I'm on Thursdays now, which is a darker brown. It's not the darkest brown. So that again, just the eyelids. I'm probably going to have to use the main mirror in a minute to do the eyeliner because I won't be able to see in the camera. I can see fairly well to do what I've done so far, but I won't be able to do the eyeliner. Right, just puff the rest of the powder out of the way. So that's my eyeshadow done, and that again is a Rimmel. It says down there. I think this is about the third one of these I've had. Right, now I've got my eyeliner pencil, but this is the one that you wind up. This was recommended to me by my Scottish angel called Donna. So you just wind up so that the lead comes up, but I'm going to have to do this in the main mirror, guys, because I can't see to do that in the camera, so you have to bear with me on this one. I'm trying to get a good angle for you can see where I am. It's a lot better with this light in the bathroom now as well. Right, so what I do, I go from the corner of the eye towards the ear by about 5 mil, so I end up with a little black line just extending from my eye. Once I can see that, then I go across the edge of my eyelid to my nose. So I shall start doing the little, you hold your skin nice and taut, and then once I can see that line, I'm now going to go across the top of my eyelid. That's the first one done. I don't know if you can see it. And I'll do the second one the same. So hold the skin nice and taut. Once I can see that, there it goes, then I can start going across my eyelid. And for some reason you pull a funny face when you do your eye makeup. I don't know why. I do it every time. Right, I just put the lid on my pencil. Then I want to get my mascara. So if I just move the camera back a little bit, there you go. Now, I try not to poke myself in the eye with this. It's not a particularly good look when you do that. Right, let's give it a little shake. Right, there we go. Oof, blimey, guys. Right, all done. Right, let's get this on. Sorry for the silence, guys, but I'm concentrating on not poking myself in the eye and trying not to pull a funny face. Right, there you go. And I can't see, I can see fairly well in the big mirror, but I can't see in the camera. But that's what I've got. So that's all the preparation work done. The only thing I've got left to do is the lipstick. Right, so I can shut this all up. I'll just move the camera back so you can see what I'm up to. So I'm just going to shut my makeup box back up. Right, so my makeup's going to be my plum lipstick, and then I've also got my lip jacket, which I paint on afterwards. It stops it rubbing off so quick. But I do need my glasses to do this one, and I can look in the mirror to do this one, so I can see how I'm doing. How's that? Is that okay? Right, let me just do my lips and get you a little bit closer, and then you can do a final check to see what I look like. And this is what I do every day. This is my everyday run-of-the-mill makeup while I'm at work. Right, here we go. So that's the lipstick on. As you can see, it looks very normal, very natural. Just looks like normal lip colour. Doesn't look anything special. But I know it's there. Now I'm going to do my little lip jacket, and that seals it in. Just go over it again. One more. Right, that's the lip jacket on as well. I try not to close my mouth, keep talking, because if you close your mouth, your lips stick together. Right, that's it. So makeup's done. Sink's done. That's all done here. I'll put the curtain up because I won't be coming back into the bathroom after this. I'll be going downstairs. Right, there you go. 1, 2, 3. There we go. I'll just shorten the selfie stick a little bit so I can get out the doorway. You have to step up to come out of the bathroom. There's an 8-inch step up. Turn that out. There's another 8-inch step up onto the top of the landing. Then I'm into the bedroom, and the door frame is really quite low. Look, I only just go under it. And I'm about 5'9", so yeah, I think you'd have trouble if you're a 6-footer here. Right, just move that over here. And my makeup lives on that top shelf there, that's where it lives. So I'll pop that back in there. And that's it, that's ready for tomorrow. But like I said, I'll probably put some lipstick on this evening when I get back, once I get changed. And that's it, so upstairs is done. So I'll just open this curtain. So that's up the garden. It will still be black out there, guys. But it is starting to get light. Look, you can just see, can you see the sky's getting lighter now? So yes, it is definitely getting lighter. Right, we are done. So back room light out. And I've got to carry the kettle, the empty kettle, and the aloe vera down. So I'll just shorten the selfie stick so I can hang on to it all. And I can do that with the other hand. Right, that's it. And I've got it. Let me spin round and we go down the stairs. So that's it. Oh, hiya guys. There's my 2 boys. Snoop's in the back today, look. Tucked himself up the corner. Sometimes he's actually under that bedding blanket. And Sooty's down here on the floor beside me. Good boys. They know it's getting towards that time. It's not that time yet, but we're getting close. Right, guys, I'm going to put this video on for you. Let me just turn the light on. And I'll turn that radio off. There's no music at the moment, which is handy. I've already done my my dinner bag, so that's all ready to go. I've got corned beef today, and I'll have ham tomorrow. Right, so let's just fill the kettle up for when I get home later on. So the sink's just there by my elbow. Right. That's perfect. Right, just put this over here and I'll put my aloe vera back in the fridge. Right, that's on. Turn those off. That goes there. And that's it, guys. So that is my morning routine, my morning makeup routine that I do Monday to Friday, every day for work. Varies a little bit when I'm off. Obviously I change the colour of my lipstick, I do other things, but that's the way I present every day. Hair's plaited, so that's out of the way, so that shouldn't cause any issues at work. So that's it. So I'm going to sign out, put this one on for you guys, and then I shall speak to you a little bit later. Okay, bye-bye.